What's up, guys? It's Heavy Brian. We're back with another banger video. Yeah, I had to say it. I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, it's been a few days since I've uploaded. I'm glad I can be back with you guys again. Today we're actually going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing a Storytime video, and I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you're into Storytime videos, just hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps me out a ton. I will be doing some more of these videos, not as often as you would think, but I'm planning on it. Maybe some of you guys can send me different kinds of stories you would like me to tell. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get started. All right. So look, let me tell you how I ended up meeting King Von on Oblock. It was back in like mid 2018, I think. Yeah, sounds wild, but just stick with me for a sec, all right? And if you're into this kind of crazy story, like I said, hit that subscribe button. It's free, helps me out a ton. All right, so yeah, 2018. Back then, I was still an Aussie, like full on Crocodile Dundee accent and all. But I wasn't just any bloke from down under. I was kind of mixed up with some shady types. You see, my dad, yeah, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is my dad. Crazy. But here's the thing. He wasn't really in the picture growing up. Yes, once again, MJ was my dad. I promise. MJ was my dad. It was great. But let's get back to it. He wasn't really in the picture growing up. I mean, don't get me wrong. He looked out for me, sent money, all that. But it was just me and my mom. Living in Australia, doing our thing. Now, if you're sitting there wondering why Michael Jordan's kid is mixed up with crime, that's fair. But I didn't exactly grow up Jordan rich. I wasn't courtside at Bulls games. I wasn't running around Sydney figuring things out on my own. And one thing led to another, and I ended up doing work for some people. That's how I found myself in Chicago that year. And listen, if you're thinking I came to Chicago to follow in my dad's footsteps, nah, mate. I didn't care about basketball. I was there for business. Their kind of business. The kind where people don't ask questions. Yeah, that kind. So this one day, I get a call from a guy I worked with back home, a real dodgy bloke. He says, "Hey, Brian, you're in Chicago, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "I need you to deliver a package for me." Now, any smart person would have said no, like immediately. But me, nah, I said yes. Because when someone asks you to take a mysterious package to one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in America, you definitely say yes. Smart move, Brian. Alright, so fast forward, and I'm standing on Oblock, like the real Oblock. And let me tell you, mate, it's not like the movies. It's quiet, like too quiet. You can feel the tension, Like people are watching you, but there's nobody saying anything. And like here I am, this random white dude with an Aussie accent carrying a package. I was just trying to look like I belong. And, spoiler alert, I definitely did not belong. Alright, so I make it to the spot. I'm supposed to drop the package, and that's where I see him, Vaughn. And listen, if you've ever seen pictures or videos of him, yeah, it's different in person. He had the presence, like the second he looked at me, I felt like, yeah, this guy knows I'm out of my depth. But and then someone in the back, he yells, "Yo, who the heck is this guy?" And I'm just standing there. I'm just trying not to look like I want to turn around and run away, because it was getting a little scary, in my opinion, because I'm just a white dude in the back streets of Chicago. By the way, if you're still watching, shout out to you. Thank you. Shout out to you. I'm risking my life for this story, man. Anyways, okay, but yeah, Vaughn steps up, he looks me over and says, "What you doing here?" And I had just kind of froze for a second, my brain completely blanked. I don't really know what happened, But I managed to say, I'm here on business. Real vague, right? But it must have been enough because he nodded and said, all right, let me see it. So I handed him the package, and for a second I thought that was it. Like, cool, job done. I'll just walk away now. But nah, mate, that's when it got interesting. Now, real quick, let me go on a tangent here. My grandpa, Forrest Mathis, he used to tell me all these stories about Vietnam. And he always talked about this guy in his squad. He was like some fearless dude who carried himself like a king. I don't know. But Grandpa, he swore that guy's name was Bennett. And honestly, hearing him talk about that guy just gave me the chills. So now I'm looking at Vaughn. I'm thinking, could this guy somehow be related to that soldier from Grandpa's stories? Like, probably not, but still, it's kind of wild to think about, right? Like, life's funny like that. All right. So let me jump back in. Vaughn opens the package, yeah? And what's inside? Cash. But not just any cash, Aussie dollars. Like full-on blue $50 notes. And I'm just standing there thinking, why the heck is Vaughn holding Australian money? Did I just deliver Monopoly bills or something? But, I didn't say that. I just kept it cool, or at least I tried to. And Vaughn looks at me and he says, this yours? And I hit him back with, nah, mate, I'm just a delivery guy. And I still had my accent back then, so it was like, nah, mate, I'm just a delivery guy. Something like that. But yeah, I still had my accent back then, by the way, so everything I said probably sounded weird to him. But then he says, this got your people written all over it. And that, I froze, man, like, my people? Like, what does that even mean? But again, I didn't ask questions. I wasn't in a position to, So yeah. Then one of his guys steps up, like real close, like really close, like uncomfortably close. And he's like, you think we can trust him? And I'm standing there trying not to flinch. And then finally Vaughn says, all right, you're cool. But tell whoever sent you, they better not pay me. Then he hands me a smaller envelope and says it's for my boss. I didn't even look inside. I just took it, nodded, and got the heck out of there. Now here's the thing. When I left, I thought that was the end of it. Like, job done, I'm free to go back to whatever mess I came from. But nah, Vaughn was not finished with me. Apparently, somebody had told Vaughn I was holding out on him. And then that is when crap got crazy. So here's the part where my life turned completely upside down. About a week after that oblock run, I'm chilling in Illinois, thinking I'm in the clear. Then out of nowhere, I get a call from my guy in Australia. Remember the dodgy bloke who sent me to Vaughn in the first place? He's like, mate, Vaughn's looking for you. And I'm like, looking for me? Nah, I delivered the package. We're good. And he goes, nah, he's thinking you're hiding something. Next thing I know, I'm getting followed. Everywhere I go, there's a car or someone standing just close enough to make me paranoid. And one night, like, I'm leaving a diner and boom, Vaughn himself rolls up. He hops out, and I swear to you, the man looks like he's about to end me. I don't even remember what I said. I just ran. Like, I was so scared at the time. It's King Vaughn. Like, what? I bet you would have done the same thing too. Alright. Now listen, man, I'm not exactly built for running, but that night I ran like my life depended on it, through alleys, across streets. I even hopped a fence. I swear it felt like I was in a movie, and the whole time Vaughn's chasing me shouting, "Don't let me catch you, boy!" Like why? I don't know why he would say that, but it caught me off guard for a second. I turned around and I'm like, shoot, he's catching up. So after that, I knew I had to disappear. And I'm not just talking about laying low. I mean, disappear. So yeah, I did the only thing I could think of. I went underground. I found this guy. Don't ask me how I found him, okay? And I paid him to help me change my DNA. Yeah, it's real. It's not just science fiction stuff. Now, the process of me changing my DNA, let's just say it was intense. They took blood, they messed with my genes, and boom, within a few seconds, I was a whole new person. Like, I had new fingerprints, I had completely different vocal cords, like new voice, new everything. My Aussie accent, gone. And honestly, I barely recognize myself in the mirror now. Now, looking back on this story, I don't even know how I survived all that. Like, why would Michael Jordan's son, me, be running from King Von in Chicago? It makes no sense, right? But that's just my life, mate. It's one ridiculous thing after another. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll be uploading more Storytime videos in the future. Send me suggestions, send me stories. You know the deal. I hope you guys enjoy watching my videos. I will be uploading more often now that I don't have practice. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.